Compact crossovers and SUVs are among the most popular vehicles on the road today. So if you're currently shopping for one and wondering which one is best, don't worry, you're not alone. And the good news is, we're here to help. What's up, folks? I'm Dave Underkoffler, Editor-in-Chief of Autolist.com, a sister company to CarGurus. Compact crossovers hit a sweet spot in terms of utility, safety, efficiency, comfort, and of course, cost. And every brand on the market makes at least one. So to help you sort through the winners and the losers, we've put together a list of the 10 best choices from mainstream, non-luxury brands. What's more, we've personally tested every model on the market, so we've got first-hand knowledge of what separates the good from the bad. But before we dive in, be sure to check out the section below this video where we've got a shortcut to each model mentioned in case there's one in particular that you have your eye on. And be sure to like and subscribe to this channel so you can get alerts on all of our future updates. And with that, let's get started. Number 1, the Honda CR-V. This is the newest model on our list, having been completely redesigned inside and out for 2023. It now sports a more refined exterior design, it's bigger than before, and inside it's more technologically advanced. Higher-end sport trims come with a 204 horsepower hybrid 4-cylinder engine, while LX, EX, and EXL will come with a turbocharged 190 horsepower 4-cylinder engine that's largely carried over from the previous generation. Front-wheel drive is standard, while all-wheel drive is a $1,500 option on most models. Passengers now have additional comfort since there's more backseat space than the previous generation, and all the way back in the cargo area, there's 39.3 cubic feet of space. A standard 7-inch touchscreen, Apple CarPlay, Amazon Alexa, a Wi-Fi hotspot, and an easy-to-use infotainment system ensure that passengers are even more comfortable on long drives. Blind spot monitoring, automatic high beams, and rear cross-traffic alerts now join other already standard safety features like adaptive cruise control, automatic emergency braking, and lane keep assist as standard for 2023. This new version of the CR-V starts at about $30,000, including destination. Number 2 is the Toyota RAV4. This is the vehicle that literally invented the crossover segment decades ago, and all these years later, it's still one of the best choices on the market. We love it for its variety. There's gas, hybrid, and plug-in hybrid versions available, plus a trio of off-road oriented trims. The gas models have a 203 horsepower 4-cylinder engine and an 8-speed automatic transmission. Front-wheel drive is standard, while all-wheel drive is optional. Hybrid models use a similar 4-cylinder engine paired with an electric motor for a total of 219 horsepower, which is hooked up to a standard CVT gearbox and all-wheel drive. Finally, the plug-in hybrid model, known as the RAV4 Prime, also uses a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine, but with a larger electric motor powered by an 18.1 kilowatt-hour battery pack for a total of 302 combined horsepower. All-wheel drive is also standard on this model. This generation of RAV has been out for a few years now, so for 2023, Toyota gave it an update that includes a larger infotainment screen inside, either 8 inches or 10.5 inches depending on the trim, plus wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connectivity. The crossover also gets one of 2 new digital instrument panels, depending on the trim. What hasn't changed is Toyota's commitment to safety. All RAV4 models come standard with radar-based cruise control, pre-collision alerts and braking, lane departure alerts with steering assist, and lane tracing assist. The RAV4 starts at about $29,000, including destination, for a base LE gas model, and goes all the way up to about $48,000 for a loaded RAV4 Prime. Number 3 is the Nissan Rogue. We like the Rogue for its head-turning exterior, its sumptuous interior, and its right-sized setup. In 2022, Nissan updated the engine to a turbocharged 1.5-liter 3-cylinder engine paired with a retuned CVT gearbox. Front-wheel drive is standard and all-wheel drive is optional. Complementing the Rogue's eye-catching styling on the outside is an interior worthy of a pricey German luxury brand. Higher-end trims of the Rogue get quilted leather seats, a stitched and leather-wrapped dashboard, and a 9-inch touchscreen infotainment system with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, plus Amazon Alexa built in. More mainstream trims come standard with a smaller 8-inch screen and plug-in Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connectivity. The Rogue also trends in the middle ground of compact SUVs. It handles well, but not as well as the Mazda CX-50. It has a roomy interior, but not as roomy as the Honda CR-V, and it's affordable, although not as cheap as some other models on our list. That said, it does top most of its rivals in terms of EPA fuel economy. Front-wheel drive versions are rated at 30 miles per gallon in the city, 37 on the highway, and 33 combined. The Rogue starts at about $29,000 for a base LE model with front-wheel drive and goes all the way up to a very reasonable $40,000 for a loaded all-wheel drive Platinum version. Number 4, the Mazda CX-50. This is an all-new model from Mazda for the 2023 model year, and it's a more rugged, refined version of Mazda's very popular CX-5 crossover. Personally, this is one of my favorite crossovers on this list, since the CX-50 maintains stellar driving dynamics that Mazdas have long been known for, while providing impressive interior comfort, heaps of safety, and crisp styling. The CX-50 comes with one of 2 powertrains. Base models come with a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine that makes 187 horsepower and 186 pound-feet of torque. Meanwhile, higher-end turbo models come with, you guessed it, a turbocharged 2.5-liter engine that makes up to 256 horsepower and 320 pound-feet of torque using 93-octane gas. One highlight of the CX-50, not only do all models come with a 6-speed automatic transmission rather than a CVT like many of its rivals, but all-wheel drive comes standard on all trims. That makes the CX-50's $29,000 starting price even more impressive, considering most of the other models on our list start with front-wheel drive. On the other end of the CX-50 spectrum is the loaded turbo CX-50 Premium Plus, which starts at about $43,500. Another highlight of the CX-50, its interior. In recent years, Mazda has been actively moving into near-luxury territory when it comes to build quality and interior design, and the CX-50 continues that trend. Inside, most trims come standard with a 10.3-inch infotainment system with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connectivity, plus a host of active safety features. And if you're in the mood for a hybrid model, stay tuned because one is expected in the near future. Number 5, the Kia Sportage. If you thought the Nissan Rogue stood out, check out the daring design on this new Sportage. It definitely stands out from the pack, but we like this crossover because it's more than just a bold face. Like the Toyota RAV4, the Sportage comes in gas, hybrid, and plug-in hybrid configurations, but it does so at a lower starting price than its RAV4 rivals. We'd skip the base gas Sportage and its 187 horsepower 4-cylinder engine that starts at $27,600, since that engine feels pretty weak. Instead, opt for the Sportage Hybrid. For just $1,200 more, you get a healthy bump up to 226 horsepower from a turbocharged 1.6-liter 4-cylinder engine, plus a huge leap in fuel economy. Think an extra 15 miles per gallon. If you're looking to go even greener, the plug-in hybrid Sportage starts at $40,000, has the same gas engine as the hybrid and a larger electric motor. It offers 261 horsepower and up to 34 miles of all-electric driving. While we were often frustrated by the wonky climate and audio controls in the Sportage, the rest of the interior is roomy and comfortable with plenty of tech and safety features to keep you happy. Plus, like all Kia models, the Sportage comes with an impressive 10-year or 100,000-mile warranty, whichever comes first. Like what you see here? Well, we tested a Sportage Hybrid recently, so if you want the full rundown on it, here's the link. Number 6, the Ford Bronco Sport. Not to be confused with the bigger, badder Bronco SUV, this compact Bronco Sport offers excellent off-road capability, surprisingly good on-road manners, a roomy interior, and a Top Safety Pick Plus award from the IIHS for 2023. Starting at about $31,000, the base models and other mid-grade trims come with a 1.5-liter EcoBoost turbo 3-cylinder engine that makes 181 horsepower, plus an 8-speed automatic transmission and standard 4-wheel drive. But if you can, we'd recommend stepping up to the Badlands or Heritage trims, which offer a larger 2-liter EcoBoost turbocharged 4-cylinder with 250 horsepower. We also like the Bronco Sport for the various on- and off-road packages and features that you can add to it to set it apart from other Bronco Sports on the road, whether it's the Big Bend, Outer Banks, or Badlands trim levels. This is also one of the more off-road capable models on our list, and higher-end trims offer an upgraded 4-wheel drive system, additional ground clearance, and beefier tires to handle the terrain. We also appreciate the comfortable and useful interior with its cubbies and storage options, and the Bronco Sport's upright seating position. Number 7, the Volkswagen Tiguan. The Tiguan makes our list for a variety of reasons, but a big one is that it's one of the only compact crossovers on the market to offer an optional third row of seats, should you need the extra people space. Plus, this VW brings a nice dose of European flair and comfort that the rest of the segment lacks. The Tiguan comes with a single powertrain, a 184 horsepower turbocharged 4-cylinder engine and an 8-speed automatic transmission. Front-wheel drive is standard, while all-wheel drive is an extra $1,500 on most models. The base S model starts at about $28,000, while a loaded SEL R-Line with standard all-wheel drive will set you back a very reasonable $39,000. VW gave the Tiguan a sleek update for 2022, so changes for 2023 are minimal. We like the crisp exterior styling, the premium materials layout and space inside, and the host of available goodies. We do wish some of the safety features came standard rather than as options, and the touch-sensitive climate controls were often frustrating to use. We wish VW would just give us some knobs. Nevertheless, the Tiguan brings a touch of sophistication and class to an otherwise mundane segment, and we've always appreciated it for that. Number 8, the Hyundai Tucson. We're big fans of everything Hyundai is doing these days, and the compact Tucson is no exception. Plus, because it rides on a platform that it shares with its corporate cousin, the Kia Sportage, the Hyundai can be a nice choice for people who like what the Kia offers, but who don't love the Sportage's styling. Underneath this Tucson's more traditional, yet still head-turning styling is the same powertrain setup that Kia has. A base gas model has a 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine that makes 187 horsepower. A hybrid model uses a 1.6-liter turbocharged four-cylinder engine for 226 horsepower. And a plug-in hybrid model has the same gas engine and a larger battery for 261 total horsepower and up to 33 miles of all-electric range. Inside, the Tucson offers either an 8.8-inch touchscreen infotainment system or a larger 10.3-inch setup on higher-end trims. What's also nice, the Tucson has more traditional climate and audio controls rather than the frustrating setup the Sportage has, though we do still wish the higher-end trims of the Tucson had physical buttons and knobs rather than a touch-sensitive setup. Otherwise, the interior is a remarkably quiet and comfortable place for 5 passengers and all their cargo, considering this isn't a luxury car. If all this sounds good, budget about $28,000 for a base gas Tucson SE with front-wheel drive. All-wheel drive is another $1,500. The hybrid model starts at a little over $32,000 and the plug-in hybrid version kicks off at a little under $39,000. Number 9, the Subaru Forester. No list of compact crossovers would be complete without the Forester and its legendary all-wheel drive. And this popular crossover got a refresh last year for 2022 to help it keep up with the other models on this list. The Forester starts at just under $28,000. Not a bad value considering all-wheel drive is standard, unlike other crossovers we're highlighting today. For that money, you get a 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine that makes 182 horsepower. It's hooked up to a CVT type of gearbox, which, while it does a good job of mimicking a conventional automatic, we still wish was a real thing. Unlike many of its competitors, the Forester comes with a single powertrain. No hybrids or plug-in hybrid variant here. But Subaru does offer the Forester with its popular wilderness off-road oriented option package. This version starts at about $35,500 and adds additional ground clearance, a front skid plate, redesigned front and rear bumpers, a unique 17-inch alloy wheel design wrapped in beefier tires, faux leather seats that are water repellent, a 180-degree front view camera for tricky off-road sections, and unique badging and copper accents inside and out. Lower-end trims of the Forester get a 6.5-inch touchscreen infotainment system, while higher-end trims come with a larger 8-inch setup, which is nice but not quite up to par with many of its rivals these days. Subaru does excel when it comes to safety though, and all Forester models, regardless of the trim, come standard with pre-collision alerts and braking, adaptive cruise control with lane centering, and lane departure and sway warning. Mid and top trims also get blind spot monitoring with lane change assist and rear cross traffic alerts. Finally, rounding out our top 10 is the Mitsubishi Outlander. It may be hard to tell from the outside, but this boldly styled crossover shares its underpinnings with Nissan's Rogue, another top pick on our list. Plus, it's got a few other tricks up its sleeve that we've really come to appreciate. The Outlander starts at about $29,000 for a base model that comes with a 181 horsepower four-cylinder engine, standard front-wheel drive, and a CVT gearbox. All-wheel drive is an $1,800 option. But if you're looking for something greener, the Outlander also comes in a plug-in hybrid variant. Starting at a little more than $41,000, this version offers a 2.4-liter four-cylinder engine and an electric motor that make a total of 248 horsepower, plus standard all-wheel drive and 38 miles of all-electric range. Plus, like the Volkswagen Tiguan, the Outlander is one of the only crossovers in this segment that offers third-row seating, though like the Volkswagen, we wouldn't put adults back there for very long. And those seats fold flat when not in use. We also like the fact that many of the eye-catching interior goodies on the Nissan Rogue are available on this Outlander too. This includes quilted leather seats, a stitched leather-wrapped dashboard, a large digital instrument panel, and a 9-inch touchscreen navigation system. All right, folks, there you have it, our top 10 picks for best compact crossovers currently on the market. So for reviews or listings of all of these crossovers or anything else you're shopping for, new or used, be sure to check out Autolist.com. And before you go, be sure to like and subscribe to this channel so you can get alerts on all of our future updates. Thanks for watching.